Everybody silence.
What song did I want to play as the intro song?
You said Churchill down, right?
Nah.
Too generic.
Damn. I heard it in my house. I heard it in my house. Put on that Guess Who's Going to Jail Tonight by Kanye West.
Yeah, you can play some Kanye, but you play some like.
Put on Guess Who's Going to Jail Tonight.
Like Awakened Kanye.
Put on Guess Who's Going to Jail Tonight, bro.
And
that's how we gonna start the podcast. After that nigga is done singing his little bum ass song.
Yeah, like this anymore.
This shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
get that vibe in, man. Get that vibe in. I think everybody here. Niggas is great. Niggas don't know it yet, but we about to be next up. Everybody in this room is a fucking legend. Well, y'all niggas ugly though. But everybody here's a legend. Shout out my son, yeah. He ain't do no wrong. Besides that wrong he did that one time.
She just said
right here.
He just said some shit here and there, but he said he ain't do nothing wrong for real.
Couple things. But who don't say a couple
Several things.
We all do.
I mean, I didn't say what Kanye West said. I never said. I'm like.
Kanye did not say nothing crazy.
You didn't see the swastika with the...
He didn't need to say the DEFCON thing, but he didn't say nothing crazy. You didn't see the swastika
crazy. On Twitter? He posted a swastika with...
He didn't say nothing crazy.
The Jewish thing, the Star of David.
We can talk about it after this loud ass song stop playing.
You two guys can say things. If you want to say things, make sure you come on the mic and say.
Deal with it. Was it the whole song?
What?
You wanted the whole song?
I just wanted to get you on the jail part.
Wait.
What?
Yeah. Alright, stop it. Alright, so.
Real loud.
I didn't mean to stop the song.
Yeah, that was God. The podcast started already. You pressed the play on that, boy?
I didn't even press record yet.
The podcast started already, Goofy. We've been already recording already, buddy.
Alright, so record.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
We record on here too. Just to make sure. I have everything.
This is why I need a MacBook just in case.
MacBooks are dope.
I could have plugged my shit up in here so we got the audio and shit.
Get a
Make this
MacBook.
shit sound real clear.
Upgrade.
I have audio, brother.
I mean, after this, we get talking and stuff. We got cameras and shit too. And all that type of shit.
But you got cameras. We doing it right now, bro. But the podcast started as far as everybody is talking. Welcome to Canceled Niggas.
But today's episode is specifically
strictly for the bitches. Strictly for the bitches.
Strictly for the
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Welcome to Canceled, man. We try hardest not to get canceled, man. We got a couple guests here, man. It's me, the host, Ace from Space. We got Kyla, who's here, man. She ain't talked to me all day. I thought she was sick. I didn't know what happened. Oh my God, I was scared for her.
Hey y'all, it's Kash. I was sick. I am very sick. Definitely ill. Thanks for asking. But still here making it do what it do.
Oh my God. So how bad is like really sick?
Like
you
people
pass away right now?
die all the time from what I was sick with.
What the fuck? Oh, you
got the bubonic plague?
Like,
oh my God. Oh my God. I'm glad she's here with us though. Thank you for being here. How you doing, Sambito?
Sambito. Why you don't follow me just for my hero?
We got my son Hattie here. How you doing, Hattie?
It's your boy Hattie.
Talk to the man.
Hattie with the Glock.
How you doing, Hattie? What's up? Your chest.
With your chest, with your musical.
I'm good. How about you?
It's Hattie with the Glock.
Blue here. How you doing, Blue? You okay?
I'm pretty good.
Good.
Our Jersey native.
My boy right here.
Go crazy. Go stealth it.
Oh, yo.
Hey.
Yo. It's Raj, otherwise known as the guy that runs a music platform called Mass Faces.
That's dope. I'm scared. It's all Mass Faces in here right now, so we probably we might have to talk minutes with these niggas after this shit, son. Then we have a special guest today. Come on, please.
That's from BC.
Building today. He's here chatting up with us, nigga. We just here talking all shit. You know, we just here vibing. Nigga, how you feeling?
Great. How you?
You already know, nigga. I'm a little drunk, nigga, a little high, but who ain't?
Ain't we all?
We wake up, nigga.
I'm not.
I'm sober.
I'm not.
I'm completely
He
sober.
said, I'm not.
I'm completely sober.
Yeah, I'm like,
So those guys are
What I'm
people
surprised
I'm
about
not.
from
I hit the
you.
gym.
I'm like, I'm completely sober.
Everybody's
What
entitled
about you?
Mm-hmm.
to their own.
To their own shit.
I
How
can't
y'all niggas
smoke.
feeling today? What y'all niggas do today?
My lungs won't let me.
Shit, I went to work.
Work?
Yeah.
Mm.
Dropping off packages at niggas' doors.
Was it fun? You fuck with work?
Lit. What's the
Shit. I was at City Island all day. I mean, it was alright.
City Island?
Yeah.
Fucking City Island.
In the
Yo,
Bronx.
Sambito, you
Oh,
dropped you dropped the song that's fire, but question about it.
Okay.
So the video, was you doing that while you were working?
Huh?
Because I saw you with the gloves, and then I saw you in the truck. Was you doing that like while working?
Yup.
That's dope as hell. Nah, that's fire. That is fire.
He said, let
I've
me
been showing
use this
everybody that video.
opportunity.
Everybody need moms.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I was just at work, bored as hell.
Just bored all day. How you
What?
doing today, Carla? What you did today?
I was actually on bed rest all day.
Just all day?
I got 2 more days of bed rest, and this is the only reason I left the house, actually.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you came here with us today,
What do you
brother.
mean?
No
That's
problem.
I'm super excited that you're here with us. We're just here vibing, man. Just here vibing, chilling.
With the gang.
So, guys, we have a special guest today. And when I hear more from this guy today, please,
We vibing.
please,
We gotta get to know what this man does.
this guy, in my opinion, I think he's one of the better rappers out of New York City. One of the better, spitters that be out here doing this shit. But a couple niggas, they be out here rapping all that
Really?
shit. They don't have like the background, you feel me? The whole little, it's a package you need with this shit, you feel me? It's a whole little vibe you need with this shit on the back end too that niggas don't usually have, you feel me? And I feel like, from what I've seen, my nigga be working. I be seeing this nigga working, huh?
Appreciate that.
Facts.
Go there, snaps.
I be seeing this nigga working, so please, tell me.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Come
Tell
on.
me about some of your endeavors and like what made you like where did this start at?
Flash, please start talking so he can stop. Please, please.
Let's see. I mean, like before this, like I used to throw like parties and stuff and block parties and shit like that before I even. I'm like, if people could come to this, then they could do whatever else we thinking about. So, I started to transition that vibes into the industry and just started working with pretty much everybody at this point.
So what is it that you do?
I work with cameras and, I also got a clothing line. I do music myself. So
Okay, there we go.
it's like a few different things.
Multifaceted.
Do a little bit of everything, you know?
Yeah.
There we go.
Multi-talented, versatile with his craft.
Multifaceted.
I'm not gonna
That's what you
lie.
call it?
There's a little bit of that.
I be doing a little bit here and there, I make a couple clothes, I throw a couple parties, I do a couple things. Like, how do you like usually try and like stay focused and all that shit? Like how do you stay grounded and all that shit? 'Cause me, I be doing a bunch of shit. Like I change up every day. Like I do one thing that day, I do another thing that day. But I don't try to do everything in one day because then I'm not gonna be doing nothing at all, So I just try and separate like.
I mean, we all humans and stuff, but I also have kids too, so I think about that, like where I want to see them later in life and stuff. If I can help, why not?
This is very true.
Shout out to
Man is a
you.
great
We
father.
see you. Strong black dads. We see you. We need
What I
you.
gotta do,
We
when I gotta
appreciate
do it.
you.
This is very true.
Period.
I think there's like 2 people I know that got kids that be doing this rapping shit. Only like 2 of these niggas I know. And I'm not gonna lie, other nigga he's not really in tune with his kids as he should be. But
That's shade, but damn, I hope he's not listening to
that's
this.
all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like, goddamn.
You gonna look at
If
this
you know what I'm
podcast
talking
and be like,
about.
Ace, I know it was you,
If
man.
you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, man. Go take care of your fucking kids, man. Please.
Take care of your kids.
Take care of your kids.
Don't do the crime, can't do the time.
Feel me?
Don't do it.
You did it for a reason.
That's
Look
what
where
I'm
you
saying.
at.
How you gonna fuck shorty? Like, alright, she already had the baby. The baby's out there. That's your youth now. Like, that's your little pick me them now. You're not
That's your
enough money to
seed.
pick me them. I'm not gonna get that nigga $20.
But you know what he was
Yeah,
thinking
like-
about?
Hmm?
He was really thinking about, and he just said,
Yo, I cannot with you.
I mean, when we was younger, we all was wilding out, but after a while, you gotta get together, man.
Mhm.
Real.
facts.
Like
still
I'm not gonna sit here like I'm the most perfect person on earth, but once I grew up and stuff, like that's dead.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
Everybody be wild. You gotta be there for the youth, apparently. Sometimes.
No, I appreciate
I
it.
gotta always be for the youth and everything.
Yeah, watch out for the youth, y'all. Shout out to the youth. Shout out to all the young niggas that's watching this.
They the future.
You feel me? All the young niggas watching this. Shout out to y'all. We here.
Please do not make the same mistakes we doing right now.
So, please, talk about some of the black-owned businesses that you know, that you fuck with, that inspires you to do what you doing right now.
I mean, like, I see like certain companies and people like Coach K and and stuff over there at QC and certain other businesses and stuff. So I'm looking at what they doing. Like, why not?
This is very true. QC was one out there doing all that shit with Lil Baby and all them niggas. They wasn't niggas that brought out Quavo and all them niggas. Quavo, all that. Migos, all them niggas. Everybody in Atlanta really, QC basically signed them niggas. I think niggas gonna have to go to Atlanta.
RP Takeoff.
Jay-Z and stuff, Diddy and stuff. So I used to look at stuff like that on a regular, you know. And I'm from New York, so, you know.
Shout out to you for naming Jay, because so many people be sleeping on, like, acting like Jay-Z ain't Jay-Z. Like, they be acting like Jay ain't Jay. So shout out to you.
That's corny. I would never do that.
Appreciate it. True New Yorker.
You fuck with Jay-Z? You fuck with
true
rapping?
New Yorker.
No, I
Absolutely.
fuck with Jay-Z.
Who don't?
I fuck with everything.
Who don't fuck with his
going
rapping?
on.
What are you talking about?
He's a vibe.
What are you talking
Now,
about?
you ask, are you trying to ask, like, do I play him more than the people I play currently in my phone? No.
That's not to be expected. That's not the question that was asked.
Is
at
Jay-Z top 5? Now we asking.
Absolutely.
Is Jay-Z in your top
New York
5?
top 5? You
Yeah.
crazy if he's not.
The
What
top 5, yes.
I didn't say in the
not,
New York
you
top
be
5.
too. I said New York. New York, yes.
We're not talking about New York top 5. I'm talking about top 5 in general.
In general.
I still take it.
New York
still
is
do.
top
Hell
3.
yeah.
Pac.
Yeah.
New York's
Hell
top
yeah.
3.
Your
Hell
top
yeah.
5 must
Before
be
him,
my
Biggie and
top
Nas.
Yeah, it's culture.
I fuck with
What's
Biggie.
yours
five. Your
like?
top 5, man.
What's yours like? It don't got culture? It don't got history? So it
They
ain't
got
much.
Pac up in there.
It ain't much. Alright, but we know.
Real shady towards Jay.
Nah, we love
Nah,
Jay.
Jay
Shady
vibe.
towards
Got
you.
that vibe.
Shady towards
I was
you.
bumping him today.
But
It's all about that blue.
this is a pro Jay-Z, pro Beyonce podcast. Just throwing it out there.
man.
Once again,
Y'all
Alpha
see.
Virgo. Yeah, had to throw that in there. They both come. They package deal. Both of them.
Oh,
Please
Lord have
continue.
mercy. Holy.
I'm more of an ASAP Rocky, Rihanna type nigga, but I get it.
Flashcard.
Those are bros, too.
Go ahead.
Shout out to A$AP Rocky.
He just dropped a video today too. Like, I think
Yesterday.
Dope.
that shit was
Definitely
fucking
dope.
phenomenal, nigga.
Beautiful.
Shout out A$AP and Rihanna.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
I'm happy
Niggas
for
is
them.
good. That's what I'm saying. They about to have a little pick me them. He about to have pick me them. You think gonna take care of his
They
pick
had a
me them?
baby already.
Happy for them.
Their son is born.
His son is born.
Their
Yeah.
son is born.
What's his son name?
Happy for them.
Their son is a secret. Like they're just keeping him all. They're just enjoying his
Slut.
life.
Drake baby.
Slut.
This is Drake baby.
No.
Nah, I know
No.
Drake.
Drake. It's a difference
Nah, you're
between.
wild.
See, this baby is 100. Never mind.
I know Drake was sick when he found out she was pregnant. I know he was sick.
It's like a whole more, like 75% more
Oh
than
hell
But
no.
I guess
Oh hell no.
I digress.
Mm.
Jimmy know who he is, right? Jimmy know.
Who's Jimmy?
Fuck is Jimmy?
Jimmy know who Jimmy is. The fuck?
Fuck is Jimmy?
Jimmy
I knew
Fallon?
Jimmy since Jimmy was in that.
Jimmy?
That's what I'm saying. Y'all be talking
Jimmy
about
Neutron?
the champagne guy. Da, 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 da. Y'all don't know Jimmy.
The champagne
Y'all don't
guy.
know.
Wheelchair
Y'all don't
Jimmy?
know. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh,
Y'all don't know
nigga
Jimmy.
from
Call him Jimmy, not wheelchair.
Yeah, y'all know Jimmy. Y'all gotta.
Say his first name, wheelchair. Fuck what you
Jimmy.
talking about?
Aubrey.
Wheelchair. Say his first name.
Aubrey.
Humble
Drake.
beginnings
Aubrey.
when he was in
Aubrey
the chair.
Drake.
First
Graham.
He
name
was
was
walking
wheelchair.
again.
Last name Jimmy. Nigga, stop
Aubrey.
playing with that boy.
Aubrey Drake Graham.
Aubrey know who I'm talking about. So that's all that matters, bro.
Shout out Drake, man.
Aubrey?
Aubrey.
Aubrey Drake
I don't think that nigga.
Graham.
Nigga said
That
Graham
nigga will
Cracker.
not respond if you go, yo, Jimmy. See that nigga out in the club, you gonna be like, yo, Jimmy, you think he'll
Nah,
respond?
you're not supposed to have him respond. You say it at him like, yo, Jimmy, move. Like, it's not no.
Oh, nah.
You
Almost
know,
like
it's,
downplaying that nigga.
move over, Jimmy.
Right.
He said
Yeah.
downplay that boy. Yo, Jimmy, move out my way. It's like you
Period.
call a nigga boy. Yo, boy, move.
Period.
That's great.
Do y'all remember the name? Never mind. I'm not gonna go
So
there.
what
I ain't
y'all
gonna go
niggas?
there. I'm just gonna say
Or
I'm not a Drake fan right now, so yeah.
what Drake did?
Yeah, that's the question.
Be you serious? I ain't going
No, we
to
asking.
Talk about it.
We have to talk about it.
Drake got a habit. I think I said this last time. Drake got a habit of disrespecting women who don't look like his mother, but look like his father. And that's an issue for me because what the fuck are you doing? You just got here and you turn around and then shoot at the people who's already been here. So I don't got time for Drake until he realized like who he want to be. So I don't like him.
Yeah, man,
It is what it is, bro.
I ain't gonna
Respect
lie.
on Drizzy.
I see Drake just doing that to like all women.
That's what I'm
though,
saying.
To be honest, 'cause
Wait, y'all saw
ain't he back and forth with like Billie Eilish and all of these people? They
Ice
white,
Spice.
and then it's
Little
like
Ice Spice.
I never heard him talk about Billie Eilish.
That's what I'm saying.
That's one
I ain't
thing.
never said white. It's not about white people. His mom not white.
With his mom.
His baby mama is white.
His baby mama is white. His mom
She's
is
a porn
Jewish.
star.
I've never heard Drake disrespect a Jewish woman. When have
That
you
is a
heard that?
fact.
Cause he's Jewish.
Name a famous Jewish woman.
Oh,
Or
are you
George
serious? Barbara
Johnson,
Streisand?
Michael.
There's most of the women that you know on TV, like on
can bring- I
Seinfeld,
told
they
you
were all
the name.
Jewish.
Not
I
good.
just,
you don't know him, Drake
I
know
just
him.
named Barbara Streisand, who is a Jewish famous woman.
Yeah,
I've
Barbara
done
does
exactly
Barbara
what you
Streisand.
asked me to do.
Not that Drake wrote it.
What did Barbara do to Drake?
Once again, all I'm saying is my point has been
That's the
proven.
real question.
Y'all cannot give me a song in
Dun,
which
dun,
Drake is
dun.
disrespecting Jewish women. But y'all can tell me about the ones in
He's
which he
not
disrespected
disrespecting
black
Indian
women.
women.
He just disrespected black
I
women.
said Indian women.
Who the fuck cares? Is he Indian?
I can find a bar by Mia
What the
Khalifa.
fuck am I? What the fuck am I even listening
Who's
to
that?
right now?
I could definitely find a bar by Drake where he talks about Mia Khalifa.
I'm about to look up every ball Drake
I'm
ever
about to
wrote
go
in
that
his
shit
life.
right now.
Are we talking
And I'm about to look
Drake?
up which ball he talked
I
about a
feel
Jewish
like he
woman.
disrespect all
That's what I'm
women.
saying. He disrespect everybody that's out there. A ball
He
is a
Absolutely
needs
ball.
not.
to respect women. You know what I'm saying? That's what he needs to do.
I agree.
Because he mess with girls and stuff, so you
No,
gotta
people
respect
mad
the
weird,
women
bro.
and stuff.
We just
My
liking
thing
his story
is,
for no
he
reason.
cannot be
That should
throwing
annoying.
shots at black women and claiming he's in the black community and then what the fuck? No.
So
You
that's the
couldn't.
case. Name a bar he said disrespecting black women.
Talking about she got shot. Are you serious? You made a whole
Oh.
song about
About
Megan Thee
Megan.
Stallion. Yeah, black woman. The black woman, yes.
Shut up.
The
He's
Stallion.
not talking about black
He's
women.
not-
He's not talking about black women. He's just talking about Megan.
Shout
No,
out to her.
that's a black woman. Okay.
He's just talking about
We gonna talk
Megan.
about that. That was the
So-
topic anyway. We
Not
gotta talk about
wait.
it.
That
Let
don't mean he
this-
coming for all black
We
women.
Let
gotta
this
talk
be
about it. We gotta
said
talk about
clear, yo. Coming at Megan Thee Stallion is coming for black women. So once
Nah,
again,
you're
once
looking at
again,
it-
as a black woman, because y'all not
Feminist.
telling me, because I'm a black woman, right? So coming for
taking
Megan
it the wrong
Stallion
way.
is coming for black women, bro. And
I
y'all your
don't
goddamn
think you
mind.
could
I
say
think you're
that.
taking this the
I don't
wrong
think
way.
you
Too
can say
late.
that.
It's
How can
like
you-
it's like right and wrong at the end of the
Feminist.
day.
I'm a black
you know?
woman.
But you don't like when other.
Flash.
Well,
Yeah, I want to hear your opinion.
Yes, let
feel
the
like-
Grandmaster Flash talk.
I feel like if she wrong, she's wrong, and it don't matter if like you a female or not. Like you wrong. Why does every time it get to that type of situation, it gotta be like, I'm a woman and stuff. She's wrong right now.
For what? Getting shot? What are we
She's
saying?
wrong for even trying to come
Tory
at
Lanez.
Tory and all of
That
this
midget?
and all of that.
That
Like,
untalented.
ain't no
Y'all
Untalented.
Stop, bro.
We gotta,
Get
we
out
gotta
of
get
here.
to the facts.
Hold on.
Get out of here. I'm
I
not
don't
here.
think-
Untalented.
If he
Nah.
definitively
I'm
did
telling
this,
you,
Dude, I am
great.
not.
Y'all probably
Why
the
is
same
he
height.
out right now?
He's not. He just got
Yeah.
another charge.
No,
he just hit his third one.
he never went to jail at all that whole time.
That's what
He
I'm
could have
saying.
just
That's
been
word.
there the
Free.
whole entire time
I'ma help
until,
y'all out right
until
now.
then.
free
Yo,
boy.
listen.
And look, this
Bro, don't
week
believe what.
they let him off. Like,
Yeah.
then they let him off.
Yeah, they took
what was
off
it,
the
house
house
arrest
arrest.
this week.
Tory
That don't sound
Lanez
like a
hit
bad
with
man to
third
me.
felony charge
Shout
in
out to
Megan
her.
Thee Stallion case. This was today. What are you talking about? That man's going to jail.
He-
No,
He's going
that's
to
not
jail.
it.
That's
Not
the
in
media,
court
man.
of law.
That's
What
the
you talking
media.
Are y'all all
Listen.
going to write him when he in jail, or y'all just going like,
That's the
like
media.
what y'all gonna do for
Support
him?
that nigga.
Y'all gonna
That's
give him
the
commissary,
media,
right? Because he gonna be in there a while, so he gonna need all y'all coins. So
Listen,
I
he ain't
think-
gonna be in there for
It
a
is
while.
what it
Watch.
is.
This is
Look.
what's gonna happen.
look, I
There
said
was
it.
no type, bro. They even said there was
got
no,
Lois and Mito
no
on the case.
bro.
Yeah, remember I called it. The Virgo is always right.
Yo,
He's going to jail.
no.
Send me though,
I
please.
mean, you're not wrong, but
There was no
Full
type of
house
evidence
Mito.
of him holding a gun in that shit.
Lies.
No, it's true.
He
Oh, you was
dancing,
there?
Like 2 days
No, they
later
said
at
it.
a show.
Yo, you were there?
I was not there.
Oh, my
They
bad. So
said
he
it.
going to jail.
You weren't there.
You weren't
so
there.
what you talking about? Nah,
He going to jail.
somebody. Nah,
You
I'm spamming this shit.
Also, Sambito is on
Get
the
out of here.
soundboard, so it's not that everybody agree with him. It's that he's on the soundboard.
I don't give a
He
fuck
won't
if nobody
press all
agree with me.
buttons.
I'm gonna stand on what the fuck
Let
I
that be
said.
known.
I ain't scared of nobody.
You don't gotta be scared. You
Well,
gonna be like
she's
Tory
racist.
in jail.
That's what. No, I'm not. Because I ain't doing that.
All right.
So you admit he did it?
All right, guys. Settle
What'd you
down.
say?
Settle down.
No, you gotta say that again because I didn't hear you.
You admit he did it because you said no,
I didn't
no,
admit
because I
he
ain't
did
do
it.
it.
I said I didn't do it.
So he
He
did it.
didn't do it.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, if the shit actually does come out that he does it,
What are
listen,
y'all
I'm
gonna
not. I don't.
say?
Yeah,
I don't
if
have,
it-
How you
no.
know Megan?
Listen,
If-
I don't
if
have
he did
no
it-
hate for
If he
Megan
did
Thee
it,
Stallion.
like
One
you
at a time,
wildin'.
Go ahead, baby.
I feel like if he did it, you wildin'. Then you deserve
That's what I'm
like
saying.
all the scrutiny. But until the actual facts, not like he say, she say, what I think, what I thought, like the actual facts, because ain't court this week.
Mm-hmm.
So until that point, I feel like everybody need to just.
Innocent
That's
until
fair.
proven guilty.
That's fair to say to chill on the subject, but I just don't think that
Wow.
we're gonna sit here and say he ain't. Like, if we're not gonna make an opinion, we're not gonna make an opinion. But we definitely not gonna persecute
But honestly,
black women Megan Thee Stallion. That's
I
not
have-
happening.
That
Nay.
this is a case of the public media out here judging somebody before the court cases can, and that can cause up a lot of confusion within certain people.
Yes, sir.
We forgot that you're supposed to be guilty until proven innocent. You know,
Yes, sir.
Welcome to
especially in
America.
court. You know,
No, it's I thought it's
Ain't
the
he a
other way
black man in
around.
America?
They trying to make him
no.
plead.
It's the other way around.
Probably.
Yeah, you have a goddamn mind.
But
What are you talking about?
honestly,
I'm just standing up for the
Innocent
black man.
That's what I'm
stand
saying.
up for the black man. Stand up for the black man.
yeah.
Fight the power.
What?
Fight the power.
We gonna change the subject before I go off.
Yo,
No,
but
y'all
we're
know
just
me.
keep talking about
Listen.
Tory.
Nah,
I don't
No,
have-
we are actually because
I
I'm
don't
so
think
close to being
nothing-
like just flipping. I
Look,
cannot.
look, I
No,
don't have no
Absolutely
problem
not.
with Megan Thee Stallion. She is a beautiful
absolutely
woman.
not.
But
Absolutely
the
not.
thing
That's
is,
what
the
I'm
thing is
talking
with this situation, right?
Absolutely not.
Like a lot of women do rely on men about certain shit.
That is wrong.
You know what I mean?
Here we the fuck go.
A lot of women.
Here
Is
we
he,
go.
is he wrong though?
You know what's
I'm not
crazy?
wrong, though.
Living in a patriarchy. And
It does happen though, right?
That's
What's
what I'm
crazy
saying.
is
You feel me?
living.
And men don't really get justice for it.
What's crazy
I
is
think that.
I
That
had to
makes
fight
sense.
mad women last year.
What you
Because they
said?
like to lie. I had to
But
fight
keep
my women
going.
last year because they want to fight. They want to sit here and lie on men and think that because a man is a man and that he knows that if anything happens that he's going to be demonized regardless, that they can't put their hands on you because of what will happen, you know? So that's where I come in and I beat their ass because you're going to sit here and disrespect
Oh.
a fucking man. Are you crazy? That should
So-
be crazy.
Shout out
It
to
is
her.
definitely possible for two things to exist at once. Of
Yeah,
course,
you-
there are definitely people that are lied on for no fucking reason.
It's
They
so
shouldn't
easy
be.
for
There's a
women
lot
to
of,
run
for
a man's
example,
life.
It's so easy
for example,
women.
there's a lot of black men that are lied on, right? For absolutely no reason. That's completely true. And what's fucked up is those black men get none of the support that Tory Lanez got, though. None of it. They're
Word.
all looking at Tory
True.
Lanez. Nobody can give any of the innocent black men, like, signing petitions, going out, doing all of that. No, but we could sit there and talk about how Megan Thee Stallion is a bitch because Tory Lanez did said da 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 da. It don't make no sense because all that
I feel like
all-
you do be getting support. It's just not it's noticeable because they're not a celebrity like Tory Lanez.
Fact.
But I feel like that's cap because once again, the whole purpose of a petition is to make something relevant and
Yeah.
aware and large. So if that's not happening, so people are not putting in the groundwork because their opinions and their attentions are otherwise preoccupied. I think that's the issue. Before we start saying, "Oh, why is this person lying? Why is this person lying?" Yeah, that's fucked up. But why is your community not rallying behind you because they're focused on some other fuck shit?
You gotta understand,
Okay.
our community is very divided.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very.
This is very true.
Absolutely.
Look at
Which
Absolutely.
leads me to
We
my
worried
next
about the
question.
wrong things.
Do you think
We still
that
worrying about the
the
wrong
black
things.
community has a problem with collaboration, not with just themselves and like the youth, but as well as like the older people and shit. Like, I noticed that a lot of niggas just don't be doing shit with other people. Like, we all be doing a lot of separate shit, you know?
Yep.
And I want to find a way to bring us back together. Do you think that we could bring it back together?
It's gonna be very hard.
It's gonna be very.
Very hard.
It could
But
be
it
done.
Unless we
happens.
get
Just
another
like-
Malcolm X, it's not happening.
It could definitely be done, stuff like that, but it's like it's like relationships with human beings is like a two-way street, and most of the time it'd be like one way because
Word.
people in this shit feel like I got clout, so what you got? You
Type
know what I'm
shit, they be
saying?
tryna-
But that's not really conducive to like elevation and growth.
So do you think it's only like in the black community that they be doing that shit?
No,
No.
you just
No.
asked about the black community, so
No, that's just the topic we on right now.
yeah.
But what is it mostly target on? Sometimes it's mostly target on black community. You feel me?
I think we could change that.
I think we can. But
I feel
this is a
like
lot of work.
there's already a culture of changing that, and I feel like it's more so like look around because I know for a fact I'm constantly collabing with black people, black and brown people. Like I know for if I want
to you.
Hey.
Shout out.
I know,
Shout out
like,
to the
I'm
blacks and browns.
consistently putting myself in the space to do so. And I feel like a lot of times people are like, oh, this ain't happening. But it's because they're not in those spaces. They're not going out to support. Like, there's mad pop-ups that I had no money, I'm be honest. But I still came and I was like, yo, you need to buy this. This is amazing. Like, supporting people, networking, making friends, doing all of that stuff, you know?
That's a fact.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of people don't have that.
Do you think it's easier to do stuff outside of the community with like other people, or is it easier?
I feel like if anything, it would be worse because you don't even understand me. I'm doing business with you.
Word.
I don't know. Me personally, I found it easier to do business with people that I don't live with because they have a certain perception that they already live and stand by. So they already expect a certain thing. So if you can live up to that standard, then they're gonna do exactly what you want them to do, type shit. That's what I think.
But there's like rare occasions, like people that's outside, they grew up around that too, so they kind of like know a little bit at least. They know a little something. I'll take that over somebody that knows nothing of what I've been through at all. You just here for a check. Like, I don't care about money that much. I would just diminish myself in the process. You know what I'm saying?
What? It sound like, oh my, you guys heard that? You guys heard that?
What?
It sound like someone who's not a sellout. Yo, I thank you, Brother Maine. I thank you for holding, let me,
For a million.
respect.
For $1 million.
$1 million ain't nothing after taxes. Let's stop playing.
All right, for $1 billion, my fault. For $1 billion.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
$100K? Bro, what?
That's
For $1
nothing. Nothing. That's not even money.
He said that's
So
not
if I
even
drop that money in front of you, that's
$1 billion
That's
is
nothing.
nothing.
Because I'm
to
gonna
you.
take more in my life. Why I'm gonna
like
take it now?
money is
I'm already
cool
gonna
to
get that.
have
It's
fun and
inevitable.
do stuff, but if you do something for that money that's like you can't take it back, like
If a nigga say,
it's not worth it.
if a nigga say, yo, I'm trying to do something for $1 billion,
It's not worth
you
it.
know taking
What?
$1 billion?
What you mean? What's that?
You can't
Nah.
talk. You can't talk. You
First
gonna
of
take the
all,
$1 billion.
I'm gonna be honest. If somebody do speak to me like that, after that, you probably get a 9-piece.
That's what I'm saying.
After
About to
that.
beat your, you gotta pay
yeah,
me not to
definitely
beat
for
your
sure.
ass.
What if he show you
Won't
the
even
bill?
get to finish that
He
convo.
show you the bill. He show you the
Respect
bill.
is everything.
He show you the bill.
I also think that a huge part of this is like depending on where you are. Like for instance, in America, there's a structure where it kind of really promotes people to kind of do their own thing, get their own place, get their own car. So whereas in a lot of other cultures, it's a lot more communal.
Yeah.
So here it's like it's just very different than you'll see across the globe. So honestly, I feel like it's really up to the individual to make that first step to really initiate themselves with whoever they're gonna work
That
with.
is true.
So it really just takes drive.
Even as far as like them living with their parents and shit like that, they like don't even want to live with their parents anymore. They like, oh, I gotta be independent. You go, bro, why would you not live there if you was on a lease and all that shit, and you was already living there for 13 years, and you already got a crib? Why would you move out and then start over, and then you would have to pay all these exuberant type? You go, bro, America crazy. This one niggas to pay money. They like
Word, because in
niggas
this
give money.
country, like, you
gotta
got siblings, like, each of them for their sake. They'll go get money, keep for themselves type shit. But, like, in the Middle East type shit, the siblings,
I'm
like,
saying.
they bring all their money in together.
That's how I think we really stay
That's
together,
how-
honestly. If we want to build a community up, we have
That's
to
how they
actually
build
stay
up.
together
That's
and
how
be
you
able to
get
do
rich.
something in the community type shit. Like, if we going to build, like, I think, why don't black people own liquor stores in their own community? If niggas be there every day, how come niggas don't own corner stores in their own community? How come we don't own the chicken spots in our own community?
What I don't like
It's not
is like every time is like a black person can have like a black owned business and stuff, and somebody be like, yeah, I might mess with that, but a white person could literally do the same thing and they just automatically yes without even seeing the product. They could be like, yo, this is dropping like 2024, but you already pre-ordered. But a black person can't get nothing. That's what I don't like. That's kind of wild.
I will say that's relevant as well as what I don't like is that when someone like a black person has a business, everyone feels like, especially, and I understand if like we go in and it's like, you know what, you $1 short or something like that, I got you, brother, don't worry about it. But don't come into my business asking for a discount. I remember my dad had a soul food restaurant. Somebody came in asking for a discount. My dad looked at him, he said, you go to that Chinese restaurant all the time. When you ask them for a discount, what they tell you? Oh, you don't ask them for a discount, right? But you felt comfortable because what I look like.
I hate that.
That's uncomfortable, and that's not okay. And I feel like real respect, that's anti-black as fuck, bro. Put your coins in your community.
Yeah, like, if you really respect us, then respect us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why we have no problem paying for my friends' shows and all that shit. I'd rather give you the money than give somebody else money. That's why the money is that much. I get it, bro. That's not
I got no issue. 0%.
I got no problem paying for this shit, bro. But if I'm on the guest list, though, nah, I ain't paying for shit. But if I gotta pay for this shit, I pay for this shit.
Yeah, like, why not?
Support is free.
That's fair. That's fair. I feel like
Honestly.
it's a huge culture of like black business is going up. I personally right now work in a black owned tea shop, and like it's a couple. Okay, honestly, Brooklyn Tea. Shout out to y'all. I'm just going shameless promo.
Shout out Brooklyn Tea.
Thank you.
Shout it out.
But I
Very
love
Berry.
working for them.
Go crazy.
The Very Berry go crazy. The Welconda is even better. But like I love working for like a black owned company. I like being able to be involved in the grassroots of everything. I like that people who are not black come to our space, they frequent it, and they're treated with such respect. Like they treat it with such respect. Like the establishment is such a safe space for brown people that people of all kinds come in and they're treated equally and wonderfully because no one feels like, oh, maybe I'm going to be treated crazy because of my skin. Everybody's treated the same there, and it's just wonderful. And that's what I like.
That's a fact. The niggas be burning seasoning and all that, too.
I feel like it's like a whole new generation of black people. Like, shout out to the new people that's putting these new vibes out. You know what I'm saying? Burning the sage and doing all that. Trying to find the knowledge of their ancient people and stuff. Shout out to y'all, man.
Niggas staying woke out here, man.
Word.
Because we live in a greedy ass country.
Right.
The fact that we're actually trying to take the time to learn our background, ancestry.
Even if it's just for like you just go down 2-1 in like 50 years or something like that.
Few
You
of us
trying to
too.
learn something, bro.
Rest of
Learn something, nigga.
lost.
Learn who your mama was, nigga. Go back and learn who your mama was.
I know
nigga.
where I came from. and
Say,
shit.
what? Hold up.
And I hope y'all know where y'all
Too
came
much
from.
dip on
and
your
shit.
shit.
I came from off the block. And
Y'all niggas always came up from fucking out the block.
You see, that's what we mean by niggas is lost. Example.
When I first met y'all, yo, I'm gonna meet y'all down the block.
facts. I'm down the block.
Nigga.
Where I was born at, down the block.
Nigga, we traveled a whole hour. What you mean a down the block?
I'm down the block. I live down the block. Everything happened down the block.
I
Just
cannot.
down the block. You don't know anything about my life, just go down the block.
I understand. We live in a greedy ass country.
Yeah.
Everything's about money. And most
So
of
it's
these,
not really free.
No.
Y'all
End
think
of
it's
the
free,
day.
so you gotta pay for it.
I don't think it's money though. I think
it's money. It's greed.
it's not money because you could still you can move around this country with money, and then you can move around this country with influence to the point where you don't even need money because your name precedes itself. You can move around and just have equity. You could literally go quid pro quo and constantly, I do this for you, you do this for me, I do this for you. You could not have a dollar to your fucking name and still be that motherfucker in America.
That's how I live my
So
life.
it don't gotta necessarily be about money, but it do gotta be around units of freedom and things that make people move. Like that,
What
I
made
feel
it
like
had that influence? Money.
It's
nah,
not money. It's more
not
about
money.
like, what can you do for me type shit. Like,
That's
if
what
you
I'm
do
saying.
something for me,
By the end of the day,
I understand both of y'all. I feel like, yeah, you do need money, but it's not the end all be all. But how the government is just structured is like that's what they using as a respect system. So
Yeah.
you know, because regardless if it's a barter system type of situation, it's still gonna resort back to money. If I did something for you and this and that, like it's most likely for business so I could make money. You know.
that's what it is about the.
Because what do we survive off of? A piece of paper.
Y'all tell me what y'all think about this, okay? Yeah, because I heard something, and ever since I've heard it, I can't look at money the same way. So they said take money, and instead of calling it money, once again, call it units of freedom. So how many units of freedom do you have to do what you want to do? Like, a lot of times people think that the accumulation of things and, like, buying things is what makes you wealthy. But people who are truly wealthy understand that space is wealth. Like, land is wealth. And it's like, how many units of freedom do you have to do what you want to do in the allotted time you have on this earth? And how are you going to get more? How can you're literally paying for the time because time is labor. All that money you put in and stuff like that, you're inputting labor for those units of freedom. How much do you work to do what you want to do?
Right.
And I feel like the trick is working less to do what you want to do to make it, to be able to do more and to be able to make other people be able to do more. If that makes any sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like, If that make any sense?
Definitely. I think it's ultimately about like kind of what you can do, like what you can do to ultimately bring down like just the overall like stress and tension of the world. The more you can alleviate really suffering of any kind, whether it be like through like making a machine where people don't have to, even if it's something small like they have at like fast food restaurants where it's like, oh, this machine's just gonna make drinks for you, you don't even have to do anything at all. Like something like that is going to give you those units of freedom. And I also think that wealth is defined totally differently by different people, because what is valuable to me is surely going to be totally different from everybody else in this room.
Absolutely. Snapple facts. Hell yeah.
That's very true. So, next question. Now that we're talking about influence and all that. Christian Rock and Blueface.
Oh my God.
I spoke about them before the podcast started.
Those guys, I don't know, would you call them influential? What would you guys call those guys?
I don't know. Influential?
I think they're, if they're not influential, they're at least on everyone's radar.
Oh, they're definitely
what I would
influential.
say is they entertaining.
They are
You know what I'm
entertainers.
saying? That's
Is it
where I
embarrassing
would choose.
to the black community and to their own selves?
No.
Yes.
What?
But
Yes.
I mean,
Black people are
And
not a
the-
monolith. How can one see? That's what's crazy.
You
How
just
can
generalize-
two black people embarrass the entire community?
you
That's the problem. That's the
generalize
anti-blackness
the
right
whole
there.
community
Excuse me.
for
That's
that
the.
Tory Lane situation.
Excuse me. I said she's a black woman. I said when you're talking about Megan Thee Stallion, you're talking about black women. What are you talking about?
You can't generalize the whole subject of people
What are
like
you
you did,
talking about?
and then you can't get mad when I do it.
You can't say that because if that's the case, you wouldn't be doing it.
No, I did it because I know it exists.
Yeah, it's
I know you can
racist.
generalize all these people.
It's prejudice
I'm
and
generalizing them niggas.
self-hating to say that all black people are a monolith.
That nigga is disrespecting the black community.
No, he is not. He cannot disrespect a black. That make no goddamn sense, bro. That make no sense. He is one person. He is acting as himself, and he is being himself.
He disrespecting himself. My girl would never do that.
Wait, what would your girl never do? Swing? Because she got hands.
Like disrespecting me just out in public for no reason, just violating for nothing. We don't have respect for each other. We're not gonna speak like somewhere else.
So we
like,
acting
that
like-
is crazy.
Putting
Bobby
that
and
out
Whitney?
there on a big platform, knowing where you are and who you are to the community and what
Like,
you
She don't even respect
She
that
not
he's an
even-
artist and stuff, and they just like what?
He is not Jay-Z. What?
Does
What?
not matter.
What are you talking about?
How did Jay-Z?
How did Jay-Z come into
Excuse
this?
me, excuse me. Blueface continuously disrespects women, right? I don't even dislike Blueface, and I'm gonna say that right now because I think that nigga is funny. He continuously disrespects women in fucking general. Krishan is Blueface's karma. Make no fucking mistake. Not only that, I don't necessarily think it's okay. For example, for anybody to be putting their hands on each other, that shit is not okay. And I don't like that. But we not gonna play Krishan. We're not gonna play her because guess what? People be coming for her. And guess what? None of them would square up with her. Not fucking one.
Nah,
So I
I
don't
like
get
that.
it.
I like that you said that she's his karma because I feel like he's really trying to. He don't want to be with her no more. But
That's
she
what
not
I'm
going
saying.
nowhere.
She
Like
was heavy on the Christian Rocks.
like any
She was
girl.
super heavy
Like
on
if
that.
you offer a
I'm
girl
sorry.
100K,
That's what I'm
that would take it.
saying.
But she ain't taking.
That's what I'm saying. And guess what? Blueface beat up her fucking dad, and she beat
I
up his
feel
mom.
like
But
they
he popped
both
on him.
got the OD toxic relationship, and they need to keep that
The
off
dad
the
popped on
internet
That's what
because
I'm saying. That's what
they got
promoting.
wild young people looking at social media, and they gonna start thinking like, all right, well,
I'm gonna do this to my
if this
nigga.
is gonna give me a TV show and stuff,
Word.
then I'm gonna do this
Yeah,
too.
yeah, like
I mean,
they talk about like if my nigga don't do
That's
this,
why it's in the media.
if this not my nigga, then
Think about it.
So I feel like
Like,
that's like a bigger thing why they even out in the public, to be honest. Like it'll make like more people that's ignorant to like perception and knowledge just grabbing anything. They'll take this like, you know what, I'm doing this too.
I
Yeah, and
have
everybody's
never
gonna follow
heard.
it. Word.
I have never heard a wolf be blamed because a sheep is a sheep. Like that shit is so crazy that literally you can be blamed. Like when they tried to blame Cardi B for mad shit, and it was like, raise your own fucking kids, right? So it's that part. Raise your own kids. Why the hell is like? There's certain stuff I wasn't exposed to. There's certain stuff I didn't see. There's certain stuff I did not get to see. Why? Because my mother had a hold on that, and guess what? She raised me with enough discernment to understand this is crazy. This is not. I think we sit there and we look at people once they make a certain amount of money. Now that you've made a lot of money, you have to raise this group of people. That is crazy. That's crazy.
No. What I was saying is like, you know, there's people that don't have a strong mom like you and stuff.
Yeah.
They gotta grow up in the streets by themselves or on social media and stuff like that.
Fault.
It's not awful, but it's just what happens.
It's just like we go through.
That's what. But battle of the fittest, bro. You get out how you get out.
People get influenced from the craziest places. Like there's people that's playing basketball because they watch LeBron, or boxing because they watch Mayweather and stuff. So that's like another extension of that.
But I watch murder mystery makeup every single day. I have not murdered a single person yet, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I think bodily autonomy might have something to do with the individual.
Easier to do than other things. Like
You strong-minded. Everybody's not like that.
But that's not. See, that's the thing. To say the reason that's not a compliment is, you know, I appreciate you actually because that was very nice. But it's like that's something that had to be built. That's something that's like normal. That is something that people normally do. You cannot blame somebody else from the weaknesses in somebody else. That makes no sense. And it's not about blame more so. It's their responsibility.
No, you looking at things the logical way,
It's not.
but you ever
that's their
heard?
fault.
That's not realistic.
You ever heard the phrase "common sense not common"?
Yeah.
That's what that goes for, like stuff like that. The things that should be making sense, certain people, it just don't click like that.
That's a
I
fact.
just feel like
People don't got the same mindsets.
It's so much bullshit happening in the world. You cannot afford to be accountable for people you did not give birth to, especially if they do not fund you, if they do not pay you, if they do not. You cannot afford to do that because what you're doing is stressing yourself out. Why the hell? Imagine if Cardi B sat there and stressed over every fucking person who was like, I think I want to be a stripper now. What the fuck are we talking about?
I don't think she has a stress over it. I think she has to just sit there and recognize what she's doing, though. I
think she was just eating. She was surviving, and it's not her fucking fault how she had to survive, and it's not her fault that someone else saw her survive and said, yo, I gotta try to get it out the mud too. Like, we're mad at people because they did something, and it got them to where they wanted to be, and now we mad other motherfuckers saw that, and it's like, wait, that might get me to where I want to be. We don't like it, but guess what? That's true, though. Because it just might. So why are we sitting here now persecuting someone else's way of survival? That shit is fugazi as hell to me. Long story short, I'm not going to be the person that was talking shit about Krishan. She got hands. Just throwing it out there.
Christian Rock and Blueface should not be fucking fighting out there.
Yeah, I'm sending what I gotta say to both of them. It's not for one
to both
or the
of them.
other. That's
Fuck
for both
all
of
that.
y'all.
Everybody can be
Take that
to.
off of the internet.
Please.
We don't want to see that.
Y'all can handle that in private.
My nigga don't come like this. I don't
private.
Please, God.
Because
or niggas too, they be like,
you're gonna
bitch, don't do this. If I try to
No,
leave, I
son.
don't want her.
We all was young and dumb before. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't on social media like them. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about let's talk about bitch ass punk ass nigga Zeus Network out here.
How dare you?
Giving these niggas a show.
How dare you?
To disrespect themselves and the fucking community once again.
You sound like you mad you don't have a
I
TV show.
do not like Zeus
Shout out
Network.
Zeus.
It sounds like you don't got a TV show.
I don't like Zeus Network.
You don't get paid.
You
I
should
don't
get a
like
TV
their
show.
vibe.
You'd like them if they gave you a TV show.
I don't like the thing that they do on there.
We do not sell out.
Yeah,
black
you
people and the way they
Shout out
portray.
Zeus. I need my.
I'm not
That's what I'm saying. Shout out Zeus.
Shout out Zeus.
He don't got to be on my show at all. He won't be on my show. I got you, Zeus.
I mean, I fuck with their business mindset, but the whole idea of them just constantly disrespecting, and then they putting out shows where everybody's constantly disrespected and doing all this other shit is not what I fuck with. She's playing at me.
No, I'm not mad at you. You just reminded me. Some of y'all might know who Sydney Star is, and I'm not gonna go in on you, Sydney Star, because you. Sydney Star is somebody who's on Zeus, somebody who's in a bad girl club, somebody you don't know Sydney Star from Love and Hip Hop. But long story short, Sydney Star, I know you. She just at me today, and she went off because I went off on her because she is sitting here embarrassing herself, talking shit about people.
We got celeb beef.
Holy.
Sydney Star, you need to stop coming at people, and you need to watch your goddamn mouth when you talk to people. It is not okay. It is not okay. I supported you.
Oh,
okay?
Yeah, Sydney, come on the show.
No.
Get the squabble.
That's just
You get the squabble before the show.
Okay? Shout out to the Zeus Network for giving Sydney a chance, too. All right? Because Natalie Nunn did what she did. Sorry.
Since this podcast went to
once again, they out here portraying narratives and all that shit. Natalie Nunn did not do that shit. They out here lying.
She was supposed to have Sydney on the show and didn't.
Natalie is a fucking co-producer.
She's an executive producer. It's her show. It literally says her show. She said, "This is my show, Baddie South."
She paid for none of this shit that's
She
happening on the
paid for
screen.
all of this.
She's really just a figurehead.
You gotta.
Like the nigga Ronald McDonald. She's Ronald McDonald.
She might try to fight you for this, but this is not true.
She is Ronald
At
McDonald
this
for
point,
Zeus.
That's
It's
not even
ridiculous.
true, bro.
That is
That's
really ridiculous.
you also talk to people who don't even know the Zeus Network talking about she is wrong. That's not even true.
The
It's
Zeus
an
Network,
executive
I
producer.
don't appreciate what they do
Collection.
to the
Listen.
community that I represent. The
This-
shows are stupid.
Shout out to
Everything about the show is stupid.
I need
It's
mine.
very repetitive.
Thank you,
It's
Flash.
very
Flash Cash, understand. Flash Cash, we out here. We out here. We gonna be right there on the
It's
Come
very-
on, again, boom.
disrespectful and disingenuous for them to have so many
Oh,
people
yeah.
on those TV shows constantly fighting each and every day and
Agree.
talking about absolutely nothing.
I feel
This
like
is someone who watches World
I
Star
feel
Hip Hop
like-
fights.
I
Stop
feel like-
playing.
They be squabbling on it.
Stop playing.
Squabbling, boy.
Please, Flash,
boy,
say
they
what
be
you gotta say.
squabbling, boy.
You know there was a point in
chatting.
Boy, they
time.
be
We're
squabbling.
just talking over here, making
You know there was a
noise.
point in time at like Rome and stuff. They used to watch like lions and stuff.
That's what
like,
I'm saying.
it just-
What he
it
talking
just,
about?
like
It's
a
history
further
repeats
extension
itself.
at that point in time.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
He's
no,
sitting here
that's
talking
my
about he's so
community.
couth. He's so
You better
couth.
do it
He's
with
so
somebody else,
fancy.
buddy.
It's too much for him.
They're not
He's
even
too
getting
Do it with somebody
paid.
else, buddy.
They're not
No.
even
Well,
getting
listen,
paid.
since you got problems
They're
with
doing that
Sydney
for
Star,
free.
this podcast took a turn,
For
and now
clout.
guess what it's time for?
No.
You know what,
some
since
of them
that,
get-
I don't
since
got
you
problems
said
with her.
that-
She just need to do better.
They got paid.
All right,
bro.
since that happened, guess what?
Maybe
That whole
maybe they
argument-
not getting like $1 million, but
No, they don't
They-
get paid.
They get paid.
yeah, I know they get
Let's
a
speak
little
with
Like
them.
baddies get paid.
Brother,
Like
man, I watched the episode where they fought for spots. It was literally
they
the
gave you
worst
the
episode I've ever
privilege.
seen in my
That was
life.
free. They fought. They were
They fought.
fighting each other.
At this point,
They fought for hours.
The best part is he will not be seeing another fucking show on my membership. So there's that. Continue talking shit. Go watch it somewhere else. Don't worry, you'll never see another one. Continue. Don't worry about Zeus. It's
She's
over
a
for
Zeus
you.
executive.
Yeah.
She's a Zeus
You won't be
exec.
seeing another fucking show
Her and Natalie none of the execs.
at all.
It's her baddies club.
I'll
She's
take
going
back what I
crazy.
said because I want to keep watching.
Wow, how you got the mic on? Oh my god.
Addy on the mic. What are you talking about?
Hattie on the mic. Get close to the mic, Hattie.
Hmm?
Y'all get close to the mic.
I got tired of trying to talk.
Mm-hmm. There we go. There we go. Bow, 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 bow.
Shout out to Zeus. We love you.
I don't fuck with this.
Wait. Okay.
Gabrielle Union, Boosie.
So I was about to say celebrity B.
Wait, both of them.
Fuck Boosie.
Gabrielle Union.
Since you
Nah,
and Sydney
Boosie
Star
got
Deep
dogs.
tonight.
That
He
man-
got
I
deep
fuck
tonight.
with Boosie.
Disagree,
Heavy.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna let y'all say
Disagree.
everything y'all had to
My
say
dog.
because what I'm gonna say going just end it and make y'all all look like weirdos after. So y'all say everything y'all have to say, but what I'm gonna say is going to definitely make y'all look like weirdos for
Copy.
all your.
Copy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mhm.
so as I was saying,
Yeah, please.
how do you guys feel about Gabrielle Union and Boosie?
Mhm.
So apparently, Boosie went on Vlad TV, and he was talking about Dwayne Wade's
Daughter.
daughter.
Yeah.
Son, daughter.
Daughter.
Dwayne Wade's
Daughter.
daughter.
Would like to be
Are we
called a girl.
confused?
Daughter.
That's
Are
how
we
she likes to be
confused?
called a girl.
Are we
She
confused?
would like to be
Your
called a
daughter.
girl.
I don't mind helping y'all
So
out.
we are just gonna call her what she wants to be called, and that's it. And we're gonna respect people for how they are.
Cause
Not
So-
daughter,
what?
son. Daughter.
So
Oh,
Dwayne,
shit,
he
goddamn
was talking
mother.
about Dwayne Wade's daughter, and basically Boosie was stating that he thought it was she was too young to be transitioning over right now, which is, in my opinion, a reasonable and justifiable thing to say about your child.
About your
I'm
child.
not done talking about your child. But Gabrielle Union responded, and she said that Boosie was thinking about dick.
He was.
He was thinking about dick.
All in his mouth.
This is the way
All in his mouth.
this is where this comes in. She said that he was thinking about dick
He was.
based on him saying that about Dwayne Wade's daughter.
Dwayne,
So-
he even said it, bro. He said, everybody know your husband like dick, 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 dick. All Boosie talking about is dick, bro. He's a dick lover.
How do you guys feel about said topic?
I feel like
I don't feel
Boosie
that's
is
true.
old school.
He's
So
old school.
he's
Cool.
just like that's like how most people back then was raised and stuff. Like everything that type of stuff is not it. You know what I'm saying? And
That's a fact.
he's literally just a product of that. And he's one of them southern dudes too. So
Oh, yeah.
they ain't
So
double
more
like
words.
that out there, you know?
So do you think that he should change his opinion or something? Or you is just like he just have his stance because now niggas about
I
to
mean,
about
fuck
to
it.
argue.
Nah, it's like fuck it.
I mean, to be honest, like I feel like America is getting like really soft because
sure.
outside of this situation, like every little thing, it's a tabloid and this and that. So why people can't just have their opinion about stuff? Like, why everything gotta be like one answer for a million questions? Got one answer.
New world order,
Yeah.
nigga.
So, question. Y'all was talking about Boosie being old school, right? So old school where like you pay for your son to get molested, like that's the champion that like we all like, yeah, my nigga Boosie, my nigga Boosie.
That's not we're not
Cause no,
saying
because
that.
that's what he did. Wait,
listen, we're not saying that.
I'm not finished. Boosie thinks it's too young for someone else's kid to do something, but not too young for his kid to be touched on. That shit is weird. Boosie's not a fit parent to be telling anybody how to have a fucking kid. That shit's crazy. And I don't understand why this nigga keep talking. Cause he keep talking about trans individuals. He act like he wants some dick, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because if he didn't, he would shut the fuck up, bro.
Alright, in my opinion, I feel like this shit got nothing to do with him, but he's talking like this shit got something to do with him. But at the same time, I understand where he's coming from, because it's like, how are you 12? How are you a 12-year-old boy and you decide you wake up one day and decide you want to be a girl?
You're not 12.
I feel like
it was like when he was younger though.
He was
How
12
does
when he
this
decided he
feel?
wanted
And
to
at the same
this
time,
interview happened like 3 years ago, so he probably
Boosie's not.
He was 12 when he decided he wanted to.
Listen, Boosie's not like what's it called? You feel me? Like it's not okay to get like over here just pay like prostitutes like for me do shit with your kids like at an early age. You feel me?
At the end of the day,
Like, he should do
Boosie's
it with
just
a
mind
girl
his
his
business.
age and shit. You feel me? Like boom, boom, boom.
He should. His
I
father
understood
should
what
have.
he was trying to do, but
No,
just like
I don't, because your father should
don't-
have no part in that.
don't
The fuck?
like just wait till mans get older. I understand.
Yeah.
He was trying to make sure that he was
That-
like
that
a
was
street
That
kid
shit
from
is
like an
weird
early
as
age.
fuck. He's an
That's
adult
what he
trying
was
to
trying
worry
to
about
do.
his son fucking. That's so weird,
I don't
bro.
think that's what he was worried
Like,
about. I think
no. Really think about it, bro. He is a grown-ass man worried about if his son is fucking. You should not be worried about what your son's dick is doing. That's weird as fuck, bro. That's mad weird. And the thing is, people are brainwashed because they're old school to think shit like that is normal. You think my mother was like, well, let me make sure she's getting... No! Not because I'm a fucking female, because it's weird, bro. Stop worrying about your kids' genitalias. That's fucking weird. Like, that's the way America is moving, where we don't worry about our kids' genitalia. And we should do that. That's something we should want. The fuck? Do I sound crazy?
I want to speak on this topic so
Go
bad.
ahead.
I agree with you 100%. 100%. What
Please,
about
lady.
Boosie? What about Boosie and Gabrielle? It's like, it's about respect. Like you don't have to agree with you don't have to agree with anybody. Like you don't have to. It's all about opinions. And we can all say we can all have opinions, but it comes down to respect. That's not your kid.
Yep.
We all have. Like if anyone was talking shit on my family, regardless of if I agree with what my family member is doing or not. What the fuck are you doing talking about them? You're wildin'. You have your own issues to be worried about within what my family is doing.
Period.
So as a grown man worried about a young child, whether it's she wants to be called she or him or whatever, that's their family's business.
What the fuck
You
are
have
you
no
doing?
business speaking on that, and it's weird of you to be thinking of a young child's penis. That's weird of me.
And you keep talking about her. She's a little girl and you keep talking about her. That's weird as fuck. That's a whole nother level of weird. Like,
All I'm saying.
All fairness, they doing
I
all of
think-
this on social media as well.
She has her
if
own-
they was
Trying
to
to
do all of
influence
this
this
off of
shit.
social media, it wouldn't
she
even
can't
be
have her
all
own
this.
life. Now she's not allowed to have a social
No,
media
you talking
account
about
because
Dwayne-
he's a terrorist.
Dwayne
that we
Wade.
can't forget.
Zaya
that
Wade. Yeah,
He was
Zaya Wade.
also asked us during the middle of an interview, so it wasn't like he just said this randomly. He was asked us in the interview, so they was like, "Yo, how do you feel about Dwayne Wade's daughter?" Nigga asked me that. That's what Black asked
He
me.
could have said,
he
"I'll
keeps
mind my
talking
fucking
about her.
business." But he couldn't do that, right? Because he had it in his mouth.
But
That's an
if it's
issue.
a topic that everybody wants to talk about, I know it's a
No,
difficult topic.
Nobody
Boosie-
wanna talk about that with
Boosie
him.
do need to mind his business. Like
I think the
everybody
topic
can
of-
have their opinion. Like sometimes you could just keep it to yourself. Like you know what, this is not what I agree with.
I think-
I'm not really gonna have nothing to say right now.
He
coulda
just be
actually
doing
did
too
that.
much.
And
I
then
think
he
the
doubled
topic
down.
of-
though.
He don't have to voice his opinion.
I think the
for
topic
every
of
little
kids
thing.
transitioning too fast is a good topic to talk about. But maybe you shouldn't use somebody as a example, like Dwayne Wade's son. Maybe you should just talk in general. You
Daughter.
shouldn't- Yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe you shouldn't use Dwayne Wade's daughter, in the topic. But you should still be able to get that point across because I don't.
My thing is,
I don't like how conversations get dumbed down in the middle of a conversation. Especially nowadays, they get dumbed down to something that was like, "Oh, you're gay." I thought they said a compelling statement as to why there shouldn't be kids transitioning too early. Like there's such thing as you saying your opinion, but if your opinion is just I'm gay or I like dick because I don't do something valid in a conversation, then there's no conversation being had. You're just angry right now, which is totally justifiable because I said something about your daughter. But if I'm trying to have a conversation with you about why you let your son or daughter
I
transition,
don't owe you the conversation.
You don't at all.
I don't owe you the
That's my
conversation.
child.
You could have got for just even trying to have the conversation. Let's really talk about it.
No.
He could have got just for being
no, that's what I said. I
disrespectful
said he
to
shouldn't have
talk
talked about his daughter. But I'm saying the conversation needs to be had at some point in time with somebody.
On my fucking kid, and don't talk about something somewhere else. Don't bring up my fucking kid, bro. Don't ever bring up my kid. Think about it. And you know how you know that he didn't want to keep that energy consistent? Because that shit pissed Mike Tyson off. And he went to Boosie and was like, yo, why you keep saying shit? Why you keep talking? Suddenly you're real humble. You ain't got much to say now. You're not as, oh, you act like Mike gonna run through your fucking mouth or something like that.
But that's Mike. That's Iron Mike. Y'all not gonna be scared of Iron Mike. If Iron Mike person like that, I'm like, all right, my fault, Mike. I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I said to Mike, I'm saying sorry.
I would not be scared to get punched in my mouth by Mike Tyson.
Wait. Go to the car.
She's lying.
I would no. Let me finish my sentence. Let me finish my fucking sentence.
Out 7 feet tall.
Let me finish.
50, nigga.
Once again, what I just said.
Knocking him.
If I met Mike Tyson, I would not be afraid to get punched in the mouth by him. You know why? Because I'm not doing nothing fucking worth doing that. He knows he's doing something worth getting his mouth punched in, so that's why he's uncomfortable.
I'm not saying next
Stop playing. Stop talking about stop playing.
Because I seen that interview, even on Boosie, he was like,
Boosie
sometimes I need to shut up.
Yeah, Boosie, you so you know when to shut the fuck up.
He said the gun was in the car. It's not even right here. He gonna punch me right now. I'm gonna be knocked out, bro.
I'll be honest. I feel like these interviews also be setting artists up for failure.
Yeah,
a lot of
you
times.
don't see it.
They'll always be asking you the hottest questions just to get clicks and whatnot.
Especially Vlad too. That's why I was like, it was on Vlad. As soon as they said it was on Vlad, I was like, oh, Vlad. Yeah, this is a Vlad type question, nigga. This is a Vlad type question, nigga. Vlad is be asking all the questions. You go, Vlad, why you ask that specifically, nigga?
That's no one's fault.
That's you.
He know he old school and he gonna have them crazy
none of us
old school
different. He don't,
answers
like,
and stuff. So
actually
But
go
honestly,
he
crazy
did that
shit.
so he could get some money. To be honest,
That's why Lord Jamal and all them other niggas ain't really fuck with him no more.
Nah, because they say you're fat.
because times is different. People talking different and moving different, but the people from that time period don't really know that because they ain't integrating with everybody unless it's like a podcast or an interview or something.
So let me ask y'all this: who do we blame for the type of information that's getting out right now? Do we blame the people that's creating the content, or do we blame the people that's watching the content, or the people that's out there embellishing and helping them move their career forward, like the interviewers and the media and all that shit? Do we blame those niggas, or do we blame just ourselves, really?
It's definitely
Ourselves.
Definitely
It's gotta be
ourselves.
both. I
Ourselves.
feel like because
Ourselves.
I mean, I think it's both just because, I mean, you got basically one end that's going to, trigger a response and then the other's going to give the response. So it's, I mean, granted, with enough self-control, you might be able to hold back from answering certain questions. But think about it. If you're an artist who's like, up and coming and you get a big interview and somebody's asking you all these questions, like, you're not going to want to be there saying next question to everything. You're going to want to be there with the good answers. So realistically, if you're excited and whatnot, you're going to have something fly that maybe isn't so sweet to be saying.
Yeah, you're going to have some little witty or cool.
It's like the world shouldn't be so sensitive to everything you say.
I feel like the world is going to be, the show is literally called Cancel, so niggas are going to be saying some crazy shit on here on a regular basis. But I also feel like when you come on here, your job is to be able to respect yourself enough to know, hey man, in 5 years, this shit going to come out. So if I don't stand on what I'm saying right now, because I just want you in here talking shit, honestly.
And it's not even about impressing, like, the masses or anything. I think it's also, like, there's people who have literally gotten, like, time because of things they've said in interviews. So that's something that a lot of people are more concerned about than anything else.
Yeah, Vlad's been the culprit of most of them shits, too. That nigga Vlad, a couple niggas on there went to jail for their shit, son. He said, so how did you kill that guy? And they be sitting there telling the whole story. But that's what I'm saying. It's their fault, too, because you go, my nigga, why the fuck are you explaining?
If you stupid enough to answer his stupid questions, then...
That's what I'm saying. And some niggas know how to weave around this shit, but I'm not gonna lie. As a young nigga who just got into the game, you say, oh, Vlad interviewing me? You don't even know what that nigga look like. You just in here on TV, on YouTube, on Instagram, just watching.
Doing it for the
That's what I'm saying. You like, I don't even know. I'm just say whatever I gotta say, the little cool type shit. And after that, you go, all right, but it's over. Like, but then I think niggas should it's always about self-reflection and self-justification for everything that happens, what you're doing in the world. You can't blame everybody else for their own problem and all that shit. I think you have to blame yourself, you feel me? Like, what can I do differently? So, I don't know, man. I think it's more of a us thing, because ignorance is going to be out there, Ignorance is always going to be out there. Negativity is always going to be out there. But it's your job as an adult and as a person in this world to be able to know how to differentiate and motherfucking, I don't know, like, be able to weed out the negativity and what's right and what's wrong. You know, that's your job. It's not nobody else's job to teach you that shit. It's your job to do that shit on your own accord.
Yeah. Physics.
Preach.
That's how I feel about said topic. So, I don't know. I think we've been on this shit for about
11:33.
11:33.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Got a good little 45 minute little interview.
Can I ask y'all one more question? It's a slight tangent.
Mm-hmm.
So, both of y'all saw the new Wakanda movie?
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
actually didn't get to see
I
it.
didn't
yet.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
Damn.
You can spoil it for
You
me.
guys ain't see it?
Mm-hmm.
You can spoil it for me.
Thank you.
I'll see it this weekend.
Alright.
Good.
I'm not gonna say it then, but don't
Yeah,
go
it's
see
cool.
that with nobody.
What you mean?
You like Marvel movies?
I pretty much saw like every last one of them in the movie theater.
I don't even know how to say it. Just I went to the movies and it was a very nice movie theater, but it
It's very
I was-
spacious.
yeah, it was very nice. It was very nice. But the thing is, it was very diverse, and watching that movie is not the movie for diversity. That movie
Look,
had
you
me
see,
looking
you can't
around
admit
like,
it. No, bro, just go watch the movie.
don't watch
then we
that
gon-
in
look,
no
we gonna come back
diverse
here next
setting,
month,
bro.
bro.
You
We
gonna
gonna
look at
talk about
everybody
it.
like
We
I.
gonna make it next one. We gonna
Say
talk
that.
about it, bro. All right.
What is
Watch the
diversity?
movie. Everybody watch the movie.
I just watch movies as movies. I don't
Everybody
look
go
at it
home.
any
It's
other way.
Christmas time. Y'all niggas already know what y'all
What
doing
does
for Christmas.
diverse mean?
Y'all niggas already know what y'all doing
This
for
might,
Christmas,
I
bro.
might
I'm
sound dumb
spending
as hell
time
with
with the
interview,
fam.
With
but
the
what
fam?
does diverse
Same
mean?
shit. Spending
Oh,
time
like
with
mad
Nobody's
people
grabbing
of
at their
a bunch
crib.
of different.
Y'all niggas already know. Everybody pull up, man.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I'm
yeah,
stepping it up as always.
yeah, definitely. I want to spend time with my niggas
Alright.
too.
Definitely pull
Say
up.
that.
Y'all niggas want to. Y'all ain't got to. Y'all niggas is fucking grown. You know, I'm gonna call niggas anyway. Yo, what's good?
No, that's
No.
personally, I don't
But-
give a shit. Like
Mhm.
I hang with the fam one day, that's for y'all.
Mhm.
Next day is for me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And my
Be
day
out
for
here.
me is hanging with my
Mhm.
guys. You know.
Gotta watch that shit with one
You know.
particular race.
Alright, man. I think we might just wrap it up at this current point in time. It's me, Ace. We got Collage here. And my son Hattie.
You're
Hello, my son. Some
Simpito!
You wanna say something?
Sorry.
Okay.
Also, Cash. Go ahead. You gotta do
Yeah,
your little
um,
thing.
Rebel
No,
King
no, we're
out
not
right
done yet.
now, all streaming platforms.
Okay.
Flash Cash, name with a K. The S's is $signs.
Ooh.
Hit me up, and we do other stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, hit us up for a video.
Yeah, do that.
Let's
Think
go.
so. But guess what? We're not done yet. We
We're not
gotta end it out with a song.
Oh,
This is
shit.
called the
Yeah,
Jack
yeah,
Anthem
yeah.
by yours truly, Sinvito.
Sinvito?
Gangsta.
What? Pow, pow, pow.
I keep going, yeah.
That's the teaser. Oh, that's the nigga with the crazy ass phone.
What?
That's the teaser.
What?
That's the nigga with the crazy ass phone. Throw that ass back. That's a fitted cap.
Hold on.
Back. My dick.
Whoa.
Bitch,
What? Sinvito.
Up top.
Whoa.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
That ass back.
Go crazy. Go stupid.
Such a fitted cap. Dressed in all black.
We here at Cantu. Shout out, Ye. Shout out all the Cantu niggas. I'm here, man. Fucking with you, bro.
Bye, y'all.
Podcast over, fuckos.
But seriously, go
That
follow
was
Flash.
a really good podcast, bro.
You think so?
Thanks.
Thank you.
That was a good episode, y'all.
Yeah, man. We got a couple more niggas that's gotta be here.
I'm sorry,
We have a couple more niggas here last time.
We was really speaking on
Speak
that.
about a couple things, you know? Speak about a couple things.
That was lit. I was fucking with that.
Bro. Also, I have to get this off my chest. The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. Malcolm X himself said that, so I don't want to hear shit about it. The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. And for people to even think that Gabrielle Union even has the audacity to be the bigger person